All right, all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders and teachers of GMS, Great Millstone, who taught me this truth. Planted that seed and the seed grew. The Lord put the Spirit on me to understand and called me out. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim and Aqua, that be listening to the videos. I say shalom to you. It's your brother Kalakar coming back at you with another video. Just the topic of this video, I just want to say, can't have this world and this truth. You got to choose one. You know, what that said, you can't serve, two masters. You got to choose one. And let's go straight to Matthew 6 on that. Just be a quick lesson. Salakia. I'll start at the 23rd verse. Matthew 6 and 23. But in thy eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that's in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Verse 24, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon. And mammon is money. You can't be, if you're going to be in this truth, you can't be in the world chasing money or thinking you need to get a bag, or what's the scripture say, give us our daily bread. That's all we need. We need enough to get through the day, get us through the day, and make sure our bills are paid and everything like that. That's all we need. We don't need, there's a scripture that says, don't give me poverty, neither riches. We want to stay in an equal balance. We want to stay it's not even a balance. We just want to stay not poor. We don't want to be homeless and sleeping on the street, and we don't want to be super rich. A lot of brothers are in these things and they probably got nice things and got I wouldn't say nice job, but they got a job that pays them well, but they still, in the truth, they ready to leave that job if something was to come up. So you got to have that type of mindset, like, these people don't rule you, they don't rule over you. As a matter of fact, the Lord is in control of them people anyway. So if the Lord is in control, you don't even have to stress. You don't even have to think about, you can get another job, and if the Lord dealing with you, he's going to bless you. Say you have a job, you be getting paid well, and they try to do some, crazy stuff like, hey, you got to take this, you got to do this, and you're just like, I'm not doing that. You've been at that job for 10 plus years, you got a nice pension, you got a nice this and all of this stuff. Well, you should be able to get that shit up, and serve the Most High. That's why the title of this is, you can't have this world and this truth. You got to choose one. You got to be in accord with the Most High. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You got to go full throttle, and be on fire, and don't be lukewarm in this thing. Don't hold this truth, especially if you understand the truth. If you're an understanding person, and as men, the tabernacle is with men. That's in Revelation 22. If you understand this, if you understand one scripture, you should be out there trying to make people understand it and listen. Or I wouldn't say make people understand it, but you should be out there on the highways and byways with that one scripture and backing it up with the precepts that come with it. There's thousands of videos on the truth. Primarily I will go through Great Millstone. I wouldn't try to go through any of these other groups, but there's the search engine work, Jake, and you can get online. You can search GMS. You can search out whatever topic you want. Put GMS in front of it and search it out and study to show thyself approved. If you want this, you got to put some type of foot forward. The Lord is just not going to do it for you. He want to see you do something too now. So like they say, you can't serve the Most High and mammon. You can't serve money. You can't be devoted to your job where you can't put out videos, where you can't go out and speak, where it's hindering you, to stay in the ministry. If it's that much of a crunch on you where it's taking your time and your energy away from the truth, and you got to spend more time with that job than the truth, then you serving mammon. So even me, I got to put that as food for thought too. Right now I'm jobless, but I'm about to have a job. But at the same time, I know they're going to try to work me. But at the same time, I'm going to still put my both feet forward to this truth before I give that job, any time of day and whatnot. So you can't serve the Most High and mammon, and that goes into just this worldly stuff. Classic right here, 1 John 2:15. Do not love the world. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, looking at porn and lusting after these BBLs and I had a whole talk with my lady last night, and I was telling her, like, I hate going to the gym and you see a woman in short shorts and skin tight, and you don't want to see that. It's vexing. It's like, put on some clothes, and she's turning it around and say that it's my ego, that's why I get mad. And it's not even that I get mad, it's just I don't want to see it. It's a big difference than me getting mad and telling, bashing her, anyways. These women not going to understand you, Jake. You can explain this to them all you want to. They're not going to get it. They're not going to accept the Hebrew Israelite ways. They're going to be offended. They're going to get mad. But oh well, you tell they ass anyway. You let them know. You let them have it. Because an open rebuke is better than hidden love. Don't matter what they feel or anything like that. Remember, the Lord is in control of it. The Lord is in control of it all. So either way, don't even front. Just say what you got to say and go about your day. She gonna be there. She not gonna leave you, trust me. And if she do leave you, she crazy. That goes into Jeremiah. We can get that next. Love not the world, neither the things in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that's in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, more about the lust of the eyes. You lusting after maybe you seen some new shoes, and you was like, okay, those new shoes cost this much. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna work this much more, and then I'm gonna have this money left over, and then or I'm gonna go rob something, or I'm gonna take something from somebody, or I'm gonna sell something that's you lusting after that, the lust of that. Now, don't get me wrong, we all are in the flesh. It's a wicked flesh, and we got likes and cares of this world, but we're not, we know the Lord is going to destroy that shit. We know the Lord is going to, the elements shall burn with fervent heat. We know the Lord is going to get rid of all of this. So it don't really matter, in the back of our minds, it's whatever, I got a nice truck, but I know the Lord is going to melt that shit right before my eyes, or, I'm going to see it get melted. So it's not even, yes, I like the truck, but I'm ready for the Lord to burn that bitch, burn it up, burn this house, all of that. I'm ready for the Lord to do that. So, you like you said, you might like football, or you might like sports, or you might be into cars, or you might be into gardening, or we all got something that catches our eye. It's that we don't love it. It's not nothing something we're gonna bend over backwards for. And the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. And this world passes away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth with the will of the Most High abide forever. That's right. Because if you stick to these scriptures, if you stick to the word, it's not grievous. The laws are not grievous. If you stick to the word, and you do what the word says. Remember, be hearers of the word, or don't be just hearers of the word, be doers. Do the work. If you understand this, I'm not saying just to, I just saw on my feed a Christian, come up with a bald, shaved, no beard, talking about the hell doctrine, and I'm gonna do a video on that, Lord willing, and go into the hell doctrine and how that's false, But obviously he's in the world, you out there, who you preaching to? You're just in the middle of a intersect, or not even an intersect. You're inside a building, look like a mall or something, and he's just yelling. Who you talking to? You don't even know who you talking to. But let's go to Ecclesiastes 1:7. Is it 1:7? Or 1:4, sorry, Salakia. One generation passeth away and another generation's come, but the earth abide forever. That's right. Like it just said, this world is passing away. Another generation is going to come, and it's going to be you Israelites that's going to be on top. You Israelites are going to rule the planet in righteousness. And if anybody don't want to get right, they're going to be beaten into submission. The heathen's not going to be able to keep the law, so we're going to have to go and beat it into them. They're still not going to be able, but we're going to be able to keep the law perfect. We're going to be able to keep the law perfect. Going back to the money situation, I think it's 1 Timothy 6. First Timothy 6, and I'm going to start at the 7th verse. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Verse 8, and having food and raiment, and let us be therein content. That's what goes back to give me riches, neither poverty. Neither give me riches, neither give me poverty. Having food and raiment. Raiment is clothing, housing. I just need housing, clothing, in this word. Yes, you got to work to keep the roof and keep food in your mouth and do all these things. But, work enough where you have your food, you have your raiment. Verse 9, but they that will be rich fall in temptation and a snare, and to many foolish and hurtful lusts, which down men in destruction and perdition. But they will be rich. They that will be rich. That's why I say don't give me riches. Because that money, it'll attract the wrong people. It will have you doing stuff that you don't want to do, or the wicked stuff that you shouldn't be doing. You fall in temptations and a snare that's a trap. Into many foolish, hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. And that goes into, that lusting after that coochie, lusting after that body, after that woman. Many, I said in 1 Esdras 4:27, many have perished and erred and sinned because of the woman. And many people don't have a lot of money. And I remember I had a coach in high school, a basketball coach, and he was very, very good in basketball. And, he was like, what happened to you? Or he was telling us a story one day out of the blue that, he gambled all his money away and gave it to women, and now he's just a substitute teacher, basketball coach, with nothing to fall back on, And he was very talented in basketball. So, he had all that money. He was rich. He fell into a temptation and a snare, gambling, and the women, many foolish and hurtful lusts, chasing after those women because you had all of that money, drown men in destruction and perdition. And he's in our high school, just a no-name high school, teaching us basketball moves when he should be like at a college or even in the NBA coaching basketball or something like that. But he had all that money. And that's the point right here. For the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money. So if you out there loving it, like, I got to chase this bag, bro. I got to get this bag. That bag got holes in it. You know, I got to get this money, bro. I got to sell this. I got to get this money. Money, 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 money. You know, as it is written, money is a defense. You know, you use money for a defense. I believe that's in Ecclesiastes. Might be Ecclesiasticus. But you use money as a defense. You defend yourself. You defend your home. You defend your wants and needs that's in this life that to get by. It's supposed to help you defend. You know, money answers to everything. I'm pretty sure that's in Ecclesiastes. But money answers everything. You know, so you got to keep that in mind. You know, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which some coveteth after. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. You know, you erring from the faith and you piercing yourself with many sorrows. You know, especially say you go rob somebody, right? You go rob a brother and take his money, his watches, all his chains and all this stuff. Well, the police come looking for you. You get locked up for armed robbery. That's 10 years plus behind bars, you know? Or you go to rob somebody and they fight back and you shoot them or they shoot you. You know, you piercing yourself with many sorrows. You know, you robbing your people. You doing all this extra stuff for money. You know, it's not worth it, Jake. It's not worth it. Back to what I was saying about Jeremiah 58. I think it's 50. Hold on. Let's search it. Isaiah, Salakia. It's Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show the people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins. Verse 2, yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways as a nation did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their power. They ask of me of the audience of justice. They take delight in approaching of the Most High. So you supposed to spare nobody, Jake. When you bringing out this truth, it don't matter if they get sad, if they get mad, if they get offended, if there's something that means those demons are coming out. Don't spare them. Let them have it. You know, I just told my lady last night about multiple wives in the kingdom and all this. You don't think we're connected and that stuff is of the world. I've been telling her that over and over. Like I said, Jake, she's not going to get it. You know, and it's vexation, it's frustration, and she's going to come up with some fake spiritual stuff, man. So you got to know what you're dealing with, Jake, when you come into this truth. Is long suffering. You know, that's part of the long suffering, to wake up every day and everything's still going to, you know, you're waiting on the Lord. You know, don't worry, it won't tarry. You know, it won't tarry. So don't get mad or move yourself to wrath, you know. But with that said, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halalayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakakadash. I hope you was edified and you got something out of this video, some edification. This is your brother Kalak Har. Until the next time, I'm out.